My name is Charlie Lindsay, and I'm 77 years old, and I live right here in Manchester. I've been a healthy person most of my life, and I've tried to maintain weight. I've tried to eat right and exercise, and I sort of was proactive in taking care of my health because I wanted to have a good quality of life as I grew older.
My dad has always been active. He's always played tennis, golf. He likes to be outside. He likes to be doing. He doesn't like to have other people doing it for him.
So I just felt that everything was going fine until 2 years ago. They said, I think you ought to have a biopsy. The biopsy said you have cancer of the prostate.
Charlie and I met fairly early on. He was diagnosed with an early stage prostate cancer. Charlie's situation was picked up fairly early, and because of that, our chance of curing it, our chance of getting rid of it was extremely good.
When I learned that my dad had prostate cancer, it was a really difficult time for our family because my dad happened to be going through a lot of physical problems, coming out of a surgery that was difficult. So finding out he had prostate cancer on top of all of the other things that were happening was pretty devastating.
Cancer diagnosis just rocks your whole boat. Makes you reevaluate everything. People are anxious, they have a lot of questions.
I had a lot of thinking to do. It was rightly dividing the different aspects and deciding what's the best for me.
Charlie's choices were similar to most men with early stage prostate cancer. One option is to have the prostate removed with an operation called a prostatectomy. Another option is called external radiation therapy, where a man will come in for a series of treatments, usually over a couple of months of daily treatments, and the radiation is given from outside the body in a sort of conformal treatment bath that bathes the prostate gland with high energy radiation and kills the cancer cells.
The Eastern Connecticut Cancer Institute has a nutritionist on staff, that would be me, and we also have a wide variety of other services available to patients. So with the new comprehensive program that we have here, there's going to be yoga available. We have pet therapy. We have these beautiful poodles, the standard poodles that come through the waiting area. Patients receive hand massages while they're waiting. There's nutrition programs. There's all kinds of things going on. So it's a really wonderful, comprehensive program.
Being from Manchester, I'm very familiar with Manchester Memorial Hospital and ECHN. I've watched it grow over the years and progress to all the different treatments, the advancements, and even now to this, the Cancer Center is really something to be proud of as a Manchester resident.
When I first walked into the Eastern Connecticut Cancer Institute, I was overcome with the visual of it. It looked like a hotel to me.
The building here is quite impressive with the appearance of it. When you walk in, the architecture, the parking, and the hugeness of the outside. Then when you stop and you go in through the front door and you're greeted by people in a very, very nice, cordial way, and then you walk in and you see the beautiful aviary, or it's like the flowers here and the carpet and the lighting, and it just makes you feel at home, and it's a very comfortable surrounding and comfortable setting.
I was greeted at the door by Mark, the valet. I was greeted by Phil, the building's ambassador, and asked my name, called by name. They wanted to give me a tour of the place. We really felt like we were VIPs.
You know, people are there to answer any question they might have, whether it's nutrition related or it's related to the treatment itself. There's nursing and doctor staff every day. So I think it's reassuring. That first visit is a time to say, we can do this. You know, we'll get through this together.
The radiation treatment began on the opening Tuesday here, and it would go every weekday for 43 days.
The treatment itself is actually not a pinpoint treatment. It's not like a laser beam coming in to treat the patient. It's really like a bath of high energy radiation that's bathing the tissues that need to get treated But when we give that bath, we want it to be tailored. We want it to be very precise in its configurations. The machines that we have here are the most sophisticated and advanced machines that are available.
I felt very comfortable that, even being the first, that they had gone through quality control steps, they'd got standardization and all of the things that require equipment to be accurate and to do its job.
With the caliber of technicians, nurses, doctors, and employees that I met, I don't know that I could have gone anywhere else to experience that.
I make it a point to be hospitable, and I love people and I love interaction with people. The radiologist here will always be in touch with you and you will have access to him. So Dr. Leopold said, if you have any questions anytime, just call me. And actually during my treatment, I did call him, and I was amazed to get him like that. And you also speak to the nutritionist, the nurse, and so you're introduced to them, and so you basically know them as you go along.
I think every patient reaches a day where they just feel like, this is too much. I can't do this anymore. And the benefit of being here with this group is that they'll get support from so many places. They'll get it from nursing, they'll get it from the doctors, they'll get it from the therapists.
If everyone that was involved in his treatment was sitting here, I don't know that I could express my feelings to them for how they cared for my dad and for my mom and for me.
To me, it was like old home week every day, because I loved the people and I enjoyed being here.
When patients are finished treatment, they ring a bell. It's kind of like a ship's bell, that it's announcing that the patient's leaving the ship, and the patient kind of never leaves our family. Once a patient's been with us, they're always part of the family, but it's kind of like somebody graduating. They're moving on.
The patient reads a little poem that's on the wall, and they ring the bell at the end of their treatment, and all the staff gathers. And the patients, a lot of rapport develops in the waiting room, because everybody's waiting together, 5 days a week for weeks and weeks, so friendships develop. So everybody gets to celebrate together the end of this treatment, and there's a lot of clapping, hugging, kissing, crying. It's one of our favorite things.
The tolling of the bell on your graduation, everyone comes out and you ring the bell 3 times, and that's supposed to have you starting on a new journey of wellness. And everyone's there. There's sometimes there's tears and there's hugs and greetings and applause, and everybody is happy. I think they were happy to get rid of me.
I've seen him from here to here. I've seen the before, and I've seen the during, and now I get to see the after. And the after is great.
Today, I'm back to about 80% of my normal activities, doing what I like to do.
To see him back to golfing and back to working in the yard and back to doing stuff for me is just, it's the best.
The care that patients get here is not only good clinical care, they get truly caring care. People talk about how the care has gone out of healthcare. That's not true here.
I think my dad felt better in the last week, even though physically he might have felt worse during the last week of treatment, but emotionally, he was sailing. We all were, because we knew that there was an end to it, and we knew that that bell was coming. And to be able to ring the bell after knowing what he went through for 43 days, the ups and the downs, it was freeing. It was like a new life.
I'm 6 weeks out of treatment now, and I really feel great. I'm looking forward to life again and doing the things that I can't do or couldn't do in the last few months. But now I'm really looking forward to it. I feel good, and I'm almost back to normal.